Hi there, this is Just a Girl in Camas, Alicia King, and today I am doing an interview. Actually, today is what, February, is it the
25th?
25th. And it's almost like summer here in Camas, Washington. In fact, you could have shorts on, which my kids are wearing today, and they're not crazy.
No.
A day in February. It's
phenomenal.
It's awesome. And I am at Skyridge Middle School with this lovely lady. This is Miss Pappas. Thank you for taking the time to sit with me today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right, so this lady here, if you don't know her, she is the librarian here, and also she oversees a program here called SNN, which is
Skyridge Network News.
Skyridge Network News,
Yes.
which actually I have a passion for that, and I think that's a great thing. Yes, the students here do a news program that the other students watch here at school, and I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, yes, we do. Every day we go live.
You go live. Well, we're here live today to talk about something that I think is very important, and I actually think it's a story that might interest you as well. So as I drive to Skyridge several times to pick up children from something or take them to something, or actually as I'm on this main street here, would that be Parker that runs in front of the school?
Parker or First.
Okay. And so in my driving around town, I see this lovely woman on a bike, and she's pedaling. She has saddlebags, adorable helmet, and I've seen her more than once. And I thought, who is this lady? So I started questioning a little bit, and come to find out, it is this lovely woman that rides her bike to and from work, not every day, but a lot. And so I wanted to talk today a little bit about your role here at Skyridge, because I think being a librarian is such a wonderful, wonderful job and a great experience with the kids. But I also want to talk to you about where your love came for riding your bike and how often you do it and what motivates you to ride your bike out there.
Okay, well, what should we start with?
I don't know. I gave you a lot of questions, didn't I? Let's start with your bike.
Okay, I love talking about my bike, and
do you have a name for your bike?
I do. This is Brigitte, and yeah, Brigitte is I don't know exactly why, but she is just the best bike. But I've biked forever. Like, I honestly, when we first started talking about doing this, I can't really think about a thing or a time. It's just always something I did. The moment that I was able to balance on a bike, I knew it was all I wanted to do. And it was, for me, growing up in a small town in Indiana, it was my ticket to exploration. It was my ticket to adventure. It was often my ticket to getting in trouble.
Mischief, possibly?
Yeah, definitely mischief. But I love exploring by bike, and I love doing my errands by bike, everything, so for me, commuting by bike has always been a goal. And I live in the west of Vancouver, and it's just what I do. I try to do it as much as possible, even despite weather and weather conditions.
I've seen you in weather conditions. I know this.
There's definitely kind of a mix when you get the trifecta of, wind and hail and, and some other weird oddity in Northwest weather. That's sometimes a deal breaker, but sometimes I just like sitting at a stoplight and just going, yeah, I'm in it. I'm alive. It's all good.
Great.
And it really feels like you've earned, something. I don't know what exactly, but I can't imagine not doing it. So I keep doing it. I absolutely love it, and I encourage everybody. You don't have to have special gears or special. I have 9, gears on that bike, and I granted have other bikes in my little stash or fleet or stable of bikes, but this one is my day-to-day go-to bike. I don't have special, things on my shoes, clips, or I don't do any of that on this bike. I do have good gear. I try to have good, coats and stuff like that. I also want to be cute, so it's important to
the basket and everything.
You want to, you don't have to be all spandexed up, and you don't have to give that up. You can still be adorable and cute and find the right gear to do that.
That's so true.
And that's important because after all, that's what gets you, other people kind of going, oh wow, look at her, that's a really cute raincoat or whatever, and that's really fun too. So I aspire to that. that. And I think I try to do that every single day. This is like, I think for me, maybe the 12th or 13th year of commuting by bike. So I take it pretty seriously. And then, in days that I'm not necessarily commuting to school or from school, I still ride, a bike, meaning I'll do my errands or I'll bike into Portland and, take care of business there. So it's just an important part of what I do. Yeah.
Well, I just want to tell you, even sitting here, it's very inspirational.
Thank you.
I also love a bike. If you haven't checked out my logo lately, I do have a yellow beach cruiser, and it has 7 gears because we don't live in a totally flat area, and I got to get up those hills. And I have my basket. I take my dog in my basket. But you inspire me because the weather does affect kind of the attitude to ride the bike. And in Europe, people ride their bikes everywhere, and it's always been an inspiration, that culture. I go there and they're riding and their kids are attached, or everything's in their basket. And I think just because we're not in Europe and it's not a totally flat terrain, we can have our children ride bikes, and we can ride bikes to much more than we are doing. And I know that these days it is hard to let go and let your children have that freedom at times to go explore and give them a time to come back. But I really encourage it, and I think it's a beautiful thing to go exploring on your bike. And if you can get to Skyridge on your bike, if you can lessen the traffic, if you cannot have your mom or dad drive you some days, you can ride your bike. You can do it.
I love it. It makes me so happy when I see the, the bike parking out there all kind of stacked up. That makes me just so happy. And I think more and more kids are doing that. And if we can encourage it, it's great for you. And it just, to get out, even if it is bad weather, it really does, it's very energizing to just like be a part of it. You're a part of nature. And I love that. So I'm a strong advocate of kids riding. And I know there are hills, and I know there's definitely, that hike.
Dahlia.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And sometimes you just got to get off and you got to walk it up.
That's right.
And sometimes you try to like pump your way up there.
Hey, or do you remember going back and forth 20 times to get up that hill? I remember that. Yes.
So you just got to use your, tactics and strategies and figure it out, and you'll feel better for it. So just
and
do
you know
it.
what? And maybe some of those math equations will make sense if you're figuring out how fast you're pedaling and how far you're going. I'm looking for real life situations for those math equations these days. Well, I just want to say, ride on, people, because you are an inspiration around town, and I hope that this spring and summer, especially with the lovely weather, that more people will get on their bikes and go up and get a coffee, go grab a few things for dinner. It's great exercise. If you see Miss Pappas out there on her bike, give a wave or just look at her and say, I'm going to ride my bike. That's so inspirational. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And this is Just a Girl in Camas, Alicia King. Ride your bike.